Hey guys, this is GamerCow. Welcome back to another Pokemon Violet Wonderlocke episode. This time we are in the Kitsukami region as we have to deal with the Loyal 3. Last time we were here, they secretly revived, which was kind of weird, but I suppose when you punch the monument hard enough, they get to do whatever the heck they want. So yeah, they revived and they're heading back to the hall over here. And look at all those people. Yeah, big cutscene stuff going on with it. Everyone's like, "Oh man, the Loyal Three, they were here. If only you'd been here a few minutes earlier." Huh? Those lousy Pokemon. The Loyal Three. Uh-huh. Forget about that silly title. Sure. But yeah, the caretaker's like, yeah, we did kind of miss out on them. They're visiting the hall. See, they wish to collect all the shiny masks. So they've stolen the mask back again. That was their whole MO in the first place, and they've gone ahead and done it. Uh-huh. You gave them the masks, and we offered them a platter of a special mochi. Yeah. Of course they did. So yeah, they're going to be quite strong at this point. Yeah, they're bigger and stronger now. Yeah. That's gonna be a problem. Where did they go? Went up to the mountain. Yeah, that's gonna be a bad thing. I have it in mind to finish off the terrible ogre. Yeah. It's not good. Because we know the problem. And yeah, they're going to... exactly. It doesn't stand any chance because we took it... Well, it dropped its other mask. You head to the demo, go back and get the mask fixed up. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll give you the mask to do that, and we'll take on... Yeah, we'll take on the Loyal Three, as we would begrudgingly call them here. So, before we get too much further into that, however, I do have a couple of things to showcase here. So with the level cap being 35, we do have access to Espafra now. This evolves at level 35, very luckily. So this one is going to be very handy for taking on the Okidogi, so that should be quite nice. It does have Lumina Crash as well, and I went and picked up a Culber Berry from the northeast province stuff, just in case it ends up being important here, because it does have dart moves. I'm not expecting to one-shot, so if we get hit by one of those, we'd be in big trouble. So yeah, we're going to have that around. Holucher is not quite fully set up yet, that doesn't really matter. We have Stomping Tantrum on Knuckle Stack, just in case, because it is very good against him type-wise. On hasn't changed, but the strategy here should be pretty good against Pheasantipity, so that should be quite nice. Army has got the Assault Vest on here for being good against the Monkey Dory, which is why it is going to go up the top here. And then the new Pokemon that I have raised up for the stuff here, Oinkalone, I have not actually named it yet, which I really should have. We are going to do that just now because this is the Peppa Pig, obviously, because it is the lady one. There are actually different stats between the male and the female one here, so I am locking into just the female one, just because that's what happened to be bred first. But I have two different spreads for this in mind. This one I am keeping at level 20 because I think once I change its moveset around, it can use Curse. So Curse, Body Press, and probably Body Slam as the main stab move. I think with Thick Fat here, it should be okay versus Ogerpon. And that is the main reason why I want to keep it at this level. Because I think between this and Executor, I should be able to handle the Ogerpon fight. As a result, this exact one is tailor-made for maximizing its defense at level 20, whilst also having just a tiny bit of attack investment for Body Slam, because I think Body Slam will probably be better than Body Press in most of the fight, but Cornerstone, that mask specifically is resistant to Body Slam, so you'd want the fighting move for that. I haven't taught the moves yet, just because I've only just got it set up on here. But I do think this could work out. If it survives, however, I will have a fully special defense version of it as a kind of Curse-Lax equivalent, where I believe this should work quite well, to be honest with you, because the Snorlax Curse stuff has been really powerful in the past. This is like a budget version of it. Its special defense is not that high, its HP is not as high. Like, all of its stats are lower than Snorlax, but it could still work as a reasonable Snorlax approximation. So, there we go. Spidops is a Spidops. I'm giving in with this one. I think in order to make it actually usable, it will need to just have its egg moves, First Impression and Sucker Punch. It gets U-Turn as well. It has a few coverage moves, but they're all very weak. None of them have any sort of setup potential. There's no setup moves this thing learns. It obviously is supposed to be a trapper, but trapping doesn't do much of anything in in-game battles. Like, there's no point in setting up sticky web or spikes or stuff like that, really. Spikes, like, the AI doesn't switch out unless they literally can't touch you, and, you know, that's just not happening very often, because most Pokemon will have at least some form of coverage that they can use instead. So, the only thing I can really see to do is to have this as an Assault Vest priority tank type thing, where we have First Impression for when it first comes in, Sucker Punch for priority the following turn, U-Turn is there. Honestly, Rock Tomb is not amazing, but I did want at least something that I could do like a little bit of utility damage with. I could see Lunge being the better move here, but, you know, this is just what I have at the moment. The Rabska, I think, is kind of cool. This is Egg Move is Recover. I think at this point, I could get Recover because of the Knackley line. We have actually picked that up, right? So I could use the Mirror Herb to and go into a picnic in order to give it Recover. So this one, perfectly fine Egg Move. It is worth noting in Gen 9 that all of these healing moves are only 5 power points now, so they're not like the best use stuff, but like I might end up thinking it anyway. This one I kind of envision as a Calm Minesweeper, so it has a lot of HP, maxed out HP, it's got a lot of defense, about 180 EVs I've got at the moment, and then the rest of it into special attack with the Modest Nature to give the boost. I think this thing could be pretty solid, to be honest. Calm Mind Recover, plus it's got a very wide move pool. It is just extremely slow. So the alternative option, even though it doesn't have the highest investment in special attack, the alternative option is for an offensive Trick Room user, if we know that we're going to be in a super fast battle type stuff. And then the last one is Lady Fluff now. I have gone ahead and just made a new one solely for Altaria, solely because I couldn't be bothered EV cleaning and nature changing with the mints and stuff, but in game itself, that is exactly what you would do. You could get the fresh start mochi from the ogre ousting, and then you just spec it with a nature mint. I've picked up an adamant mint in the past, so like you can spec this stuff no problem. And this thing is an absolute menace in base with this exact moveset. This was my ace Pokemon basically for the second half of the stuff. Right from Larry onwards, this thing was incredible with this exact moveset. The EV spread I think is a little bit different, but I've just maxed out attack here. You could probably go with like a special defense bulk thing or something so that you can go Con Guard, high special defense naturally. It's its best stat after all. And just substitute Dragon, that's the thing. Later on, Roost is also teachable, I'm pretty sure. That was an egg move, but I haven't bothered with that yet. I think Corvusquire can Mirror Herb it onto you though. So you could use Roost if you want as well, but I think substitute Can't Guard with the leftovers, and Fly is actually the important move here because it is a 2-turn attack, and normally that's bad, but with the leftovers and the AI not switching out ever, right, you actually get more healing back from it, so it is really handy. So expect this to see some play at some stage. I don't know exactly when, but it is going to be very helpful. Depends if Holucha levels up beyond 36, actually, because that would be the next sort of problem point. is I think Holucha is also really good into the Larry Gym fight stuff. So we'll see if I have to use Altaria there. I will use Altaria there. But yeah, it's a pretty strong setup mon for the stuff here. Any physical attack lead basically means you have setup opportunities for whatever you want. So it's great. Like, surprisingly so, but it's great. And yeah, I really need to keep hold of Altaria though. Like, I can't let it faint at the moment, because it is one of the very few Pokemon I have which is blueberry catchable. So I do have to be a little bit careful with it. But yeah, that's the current trends. And the idea now is we are going to hopefully defeat these three and then get a bunch of new Pokemon, which we need to keep some aside because the level cap stuff gets very screwy at this point. Like, Ogerpon herself is level 20, but also there is a Carmine fight that happens after the stuff is done here, which is a lower level cap than... It's the same level cap as these guys, and it's a lower level cap than what the end of this story is, right? The Kieran fight is actually a higher level cap. Like, we're obviously going to have to fight Kieran again at some point in this. Yeah, he's at level 38. Also, this music rocks. I really wish we could hear a bit more of it, and we will hear more of it during the main part itself here. But yeah, I don't know. It's an amazing song. But yeah, like, going back to the level cap stuff, Kieran is at level 38, and the Carmine fight is level 35. So I will still need to keep some stuff back. Also, holy experience. Okay. Man, I always forget just how much boosted experience really changes stuff here. She's like, man, she's tough. And it's like, well, I guess we'll just fight you all at once then. Knock it off, all of you. Trying to go 3 against 1, huh? Yep. Now that we're here. Yep, 3v3 indeed. It's like, we should probably leave now. And so they do. They ran away, indeed. Just too much for them. I mean, you're just scary enough for it. Can't say it properly. Man, Carmine, let him do his thing, please. Just got some... I mean, yeah, you were right to be angry. Correct that what you did was dumb, but you were right to be angry. Yeah, don't mention it. It's fine. I'm sorry too. Yeah. It's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. Of course you did. As you had to, right? Hello! Nice to see you. It's really you. Yep. You're really something. There we go. I mean, it would be nice if we could. This is for you. It does not seem to want to, though. It's a little bit nervous. Yeah. Maybe it's not good with new people. Yeah. Oh. Don't think it'll take it. Yeah. Fair enough. If that's how it has to be, then that's how it has to be. So we'll, yeah. We'll give you the mask. And, well, now you should be at least a little bit more confident, right? Also, yeah. Seems so happy. As it should be. As it should be. Does. It seems shockingly comfortable around us, considering if Carmine was the one who saw her first, she would have ran away immediately, for sure. But, yeah, we would love to give those masks back, but we need to go beat them up for it first. Also, yeah, where did the teal mask go? Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, we need to like take them out, basically. That's the thing here. 3 of us are gonna form a team. Count me in. Heck yeah. Good idea. We are gonna be the real one with a bit here. Of course you can come. Yeah, that's the whole point. So now we're gonna go information gathering. So yeah, the loyal 3 have kind of ran away, and we need to go gather information about him. And yeah, if you just go around the place as normal now, Ogerpon will follow you as if it's on a permanent Let's Go mode. So it's kind of neat. You can travel around, and you can speak to her as well. It's yeah, she's like, heck yeah. Seems exciting. It seems very exciting. Alright, yeah, you almost leveled up beyond the cap, and that will not do, so I will put you away just now. I should probably check what else is close. See, the thing is, do I need Holucha for these, though? Probably not. So we're gonna play just a little bit safe with it here, and I'm gonna put it away for now as well. I'm gonna keep these as they are. I guess I could say I got Cacturn as well, like, cool, I suppose. I mean, we got Cacturn at the end of... Did we get it at the end of the last thing? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, keeping the Execute as is, I suppose... We are just gonna keep the rest of this. I guess we could bring you, but you're not really gonna do very much. Maybe if I told it like dig or something, it could probably do a thing. But yeah, I guess Haria could do with the experience as well. But other than that, I picked up the amulet coin too from Medley's battle stuff. Doesn't really matter that much. Let's go ahead. We'll start with Okie dokie. I forgot that Ogerpon's sleeping thing is just, yeah. It's kind of great. Anyway, yeah, we have to go back to town, so we will go ahead and do that when it lets... I guess we gotta just fly here. I forget that there's no Pokemon Center there, so when we get back to town, doesn't matter whether you walk there or fly in this case, we will get the cutscene bit here, because Ogerpon, of course, is very nervous about going anywhere near the town. So, yeah, it doesn't want to go in the village, of course, because, yeah, it's bad memories, that's for sure. Do you think it'll be okay? Yeah, pay attention now, Ogerpon. We go in the village, you stay here. Oh my god. It's not an animal. Like, come on. No, Ogerpon's just like, the heck are you saying to me? So yeah, we can speak to her though. Yep, be good, stay out of trouble. I like how you just see Jacques in the background there as well, because he's here on his own thing. If you complete the Pokédex for this place, he'll give you the charm. What's wrong with what you said? You said something stupid. That's why. You talked to it as if it was stupid. Yeah, so if you complete the Kisakami Dex, you'll get the special... I forget which one it is. I think it's the... it's not the Mark Charm from this one, I don't think. I don't remember. It's not really that relevant, but you get one of the charms for the stuff. So the whole point of this is you speak to the loyal... you speak to people here that have got info about where the loyal furry are, and then we'll get all of our stuff info gathered up. So like Kieran's over here getting wet as he would be, but yeah, we gotta find the people to speak to on it. I always forget exactly where everyone is. How is there a TM up there that I never picked up? Hold on, getting distracted. But oh, it's Reflect. Okay, that could have been. I would say that could have been useful earlier. We didn't have anyone who could teach it, so I'll like teach it too. So yeah. Monkey Dory taking a nap. Yep, so that's around the pond bit, and then... And there's one more, and again, I always kind of forget this dude, so here's up. And just maybe the one, yeah, you're slow. But then again, it is with Carmine, so I don't blame you. It's very difficult to get her to cooperate on anything, because she's just that kind of person. I always thought the last one was up here. This is always the worst bit of, like, I just do not... there's always one that in town that I just don't remember the location of, because, it's just... I don't even know why. It just happens that, we miss one. Where the heck is it? I mean, I guess I can just come back when I find it, but then... Nope. But then, of course, as soon as I say that, it's like, yeah, so much cooler than the stories say, uh-huh. As soon as I say that, it's like, well, I'll find where they are, so... Yay, we're back! Woohoo! Yep, we're back! Hopefully you didn't get yourself too beat up over it. Alright, so... here's what we had. So we get everybody's rumors collated together, and we can map out the location of each of them at this point. I know exactly where that lousy free hiding. Yeah, what'd you learn? I still hate her, but like sometimes she has a kind of a funny movements. They get all nervous and stuff. I wonder why. That's completely not true, but okay. Yep. So we get the locations marked on the phone. Oh, so you have a phone and Kieran doesn't, huh? Alrighty then. Yep, so the whereabouts have been added, and now we just have to go and find them. Let's go, retrieve the masks. We can absolutely do this. However, Kieran doesn't seem to want to come anymore. Need to come along. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but still. You got things to do, huh? I mean, okay. That's fair. I mean, it's very possible he's still upset. I think he's more upset now, seeing how much Ogerpon wants to be with us, right? Yeah, I can't force him. That's progression, however small. That is progression. Because normally she would just force him entirely to capitulate here, right? So, baby steps, I guess. Anyway, first one to deal with is Okidogi. Okidogi's probably the strongest of the three over, and I would say at least it's the one that's got the most potential to mess you up, because it is rather like physically powerful, and I mean it's got good coverage. It's fighting poison and dark, so like it is pretty strong. Anyway, he's over here. Look at the size of him. He's a big lad now, and hopefully we can handle it relatively quickly, because, spoilers, Lumina Crash is a broken move, and absolutely, yeah, with all his mean muscles. Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger. Yep, so like the Titans, we do have this as a double battle of sorts. Unlike the Titans, Carmine doesn't have Pokemon that are like specifically good for the stuff here, so... Oh man, look at that fancy chocolate bird over here. Definitely nice. We didn't need this to win these. Its defense rose sharply, but unfortunately for you, I'm using a special move here. Yeah, so it's kind of like... This really is like the old Totem Pokemon, where it will boost the stat, right? So, yeah. Scarf's way too stylish. It's not really stylish, but whatever. Yeah, so we're faster. Lumina Crash is 4 times super effective. Doesn't get anywhere close to a one-shot. Nice analysis there. However, Luminous Crash is guaranteed to sharply lower the opponent's special defense. Yeah, remember when Seed Flare had like a 40% chance to do that, and it was 85% accurate, and we thought that was like the best move ever? Ooh, Poison Tang. Okay, not that much damage, so we're okay. Yeah, this is the one... nice paralysis. This is the one that has the most powerful dark moves out of the set, so I was like, Lumina Crash is going to be very good, but the Cobra Berry was just in case it hit with a particularly strong one, because Esparfera is very frail, and even though it's not like stab coverage or anything, could have still been very dangerous. Ooh, Drill Peck, there we go. Super nice move to have around here. I guess we really don't need Scary Face at the moment, it's just not... I mean, I would teach Substitute, right, but there hasn't really been a better move to learn yet, so that's why we haven't bothered with that. Morpeko has to steal the spotlight, as always, and now we cannot use the Sparfer for the rest of this, so that's fine. We do get the first of the mask back, however, and this is going to be our... And that's why it got the defense boost, by the way. Well, a little bit of a spoilers for later on. Yeah, this counts as an encounter, but we won't get those encounters until the end, because we'll just stock them all up here. Because I don't think I need any new Pokemon, per se. I don't think I need to like, risk trying to find any new ones. Yeah, Ogerpon agrees. We're great partners. Truly, like, you're totally helping here, Carmine. Yeah, so this has to go away now. And the next one to do is the Monkey Dory. So we need to bring back Army for that one. That'll be fine. And everything else, I think, is completely reasonable. Stomping Tantrum should be respectively strong here. We should, like, probably free-shot it, I'd imagine. So, with any luck, we just won't have to worry too much about the extra power stuff. By the way, if you're doing this in the post-game, these guys are level 85. So, a very significant jump compared to the other stuff that we've played against. That's for sure. Oh, look at that gigantic goober over here, sausage monkey that he is. Yeah, this one could be a little bit dangerous because it is a special attacker, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Because it is really just not, like, all there at the moment. When you fight these later on, they do have different movesets, and this one's got, like, Psychic, Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot when you fight it at the higher level. This one, however, has, like, none of that. The best move it has here is Psybeam, and I think Psybeam is going to be pretty strong, but it's raising its special defense. We're not hitting it with special moves. Stomping Tantrum should be completely fine to deal a lot of damage to it here. And yeah, Spite on the first turn doesn't do anything, so I don't know if they have good AI. Oh, Lear is actually really good here. Thank you. Monkey Dory is going to take a lot more damage now. 50% more to be precise, and that is enough to get 2-shot. Alright, Morpeko, you actually did something useful. Go figure. You do, I think Ogerpon actually does, after like a couple of turns, potentially cheer and give you like a stat boost or something for some of these fights, but I wouldn't rely on that too much. Anyway, yeah, this one is Psychic and Poison, so Bite is actually super effective as well, and that actually means the Morpeko gets to do something good for once. But yeah, it's also physically quite frail, so our very powerful Donphan is more than capable of dealing with it here. If you had Earthquake, it would actually do the same damage as Stomping Tantrum. We could have had High Horsepower, maybe. And whoa, that was a full, just straight to level 37. It's a good job I don't need this, and don't need Donphan for the Larry fight then, because that's gone over his level cap. That's kind of nuts. I guess it was almost level 36 to begin with, so I'm not like too surprised. But yeah, you never stood a chance. That is true. That is true. So this one drops the Wellspring Mask. So there is our second one. Pretty good. I like it. It's just because it's the Heart Mask. It's just like, I don't know. It's cute. So yeah, we did it! Indeed. No opponent gives us the trouble, huh? Well, if Kieran came with us as well, it would be like 3-on-1, so is it that fair? Well, I mean, they are stronger than average. What are you doing? What were you doing all the way over there, Ogerpon? Huh? It's like teleporting in. Anyway, yeah, we're still within the level cap here. I should probably go ahead and just like quickly check where we're at. Yeah, like I don't... see, now the problem is I don't want this to level up too far, but... Like, you're fine, although you might end up going up too far as well, but generally fine. You still need to level anyway, so I think that should be okay. You're gonna be completely fine. What's your thing? You would probably get to level 36, so it's also not that useful. I think I'm going to just put you away and rely mostly on Arcanine here. Arcanine is going to level up beyond 35. I don't really think that's a problem, because I want Arcanine available for the Kieran fight anyway. So I think that will be okay. Everything else is going to be acceptable as is. So, in order to get to the last one, we will need to go up the mountain, and If you haven't already gone through the crystal, like the glittering, is it glittering? The chilling water head, I think it's called, the water cave section over this way, then you will need to now. It's totally fine though, because I actually kind of want to go back in there, like as an aside, because I need, there's a couple of TMs I can get now that I can swim. Or at least one that I can get now that I can swim, compared to before. Anyway, here's the giant bird. It's a big old bird. Bird that is pretty sizable, one would say. And yet somehow it is still capable of flying through the cave. I guess that is a rather large cave entrance, but yeah, this is the only one that like actually moves from the location you saw it before. And yeah, you go through this place. There's kind of some cool side paths here. You don't actually have to go through any of them, but if you do, you can swim through one. You can grab an item from here. Dive balls, kind of good if you're catching stuff in the water. And then there is another passageway which gives you a TM. But as you can see, it's kind of annoying getting in and out. Especially, ironically, especially on the Switch 2. It is more annoying getting in and out of the sections here, because they are more densely packed than they used to be. How did that count as hitting the dun spots? Excuse me, I was nowhere near. Yeah, these are more populated than they used to be because of the higher like Pokemon count. So it's actually harder to get in and out than it used to be. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was like this one was the one I was looking for, because there was a... oh no, maybe not. There was a TM that was in one of the side paths on these. I guess it's just this middle bit then? Because that was also just an exit there before? Or is this just leading... no, this is where I want to go. So yeah, there's a TM up here. You need to be able to swim for it, or I believe, because I don't think you can just regular jump to that. Or at the very least, you need dash jump. And it is Blizzard, so yeah. Yeah, because I couldn't make it here with just a regular jump. But maybe if you dash... yeah, if you can't stick on this in the first place. Yeah, you can't really stick on it very well. So you're probably not going to make it... Ogerpon just died. You're not realistically going to make it up there. Unless it can... wait, can Ogerpon actually swim, or is it just... I know it's like disappearing in the thing, but... I don't know. Anyway, I guess I could go out this side, just jump on past the thingy, and because we're going down anyway, so might as well just keep going with a bit there. And yeah, I obviously used to have to use a bunch of Pokédolls and stuff to get through here, but obviously not so much anymore, because we are actually at an appropriate level for this place now. So, our final encounter with the Fez. Pheasantipity over here, the one that flies, very observant. How have they all gone, Pegadelia stuff? Yip, yippity. Gotta bring it down. Now, despite its appearance, this one's typing confused me so much to begin with. Despite its appearance, it is not a flying type. It is actually poison and fairy. And it does have a fairy coverage move here, which is why Arcanine is uniquely very well set for this, because it's... oh, this is also a little bit of a mix up, whatever. Yeah, it's fire rock typing resists every single move that this thing has, and that is true for both this fight and for the fight at level 85, because it has normal, fairy, flying, and poison as its coverage set. It loses the normal one for the level 85 fight, because right now it has quick attack. Space is so pretty well, its toxic personality reminds me of you. Is that good enough? Is that doing anything? Yeah, and also Dazzling Gleam is just like really strong for dealing with this stuff here. Toxic Chain is the big problem with this thing, and is why I want to set up Substitute here. Toxic Chain is the unique ability that all three of these share, and it gives them a chance to toxic poison you if you get hit by one of their moves. It does not have to make contact, as you saw there. So yeah, Morpeko's just dead on turn 1. Haha. Sucks to suck, I suppose. And yeah, it's dangerous. So we really want to set up Substitute here to block the effects of that. And thankfully we didn't get hit turn 1 by it, because that would have made a massive hole in the plans here. I actually don't know what the game... I should have kept maybe someone else in. I don't know what the game plan would have been if it actually hit me with Toxic there. Yep, so Dazzling Gleam once again just about going to one-shot with on the Mighty Anna here. We know from previously that we only took like 10 damage from it or something, so we're not too worried about that on our end. Also, nice little bonus, at least for the Mighty Anna here. Howl is from Gen 8 onwards. Oh, that is perfect. Yeah, that gives me my extra setup too. Or does it? No, it doesn't, because I'm behind a Substitute, and apparently... Wait, but Howl is a sound move. How did that not give me... What? I have learned something today. Right, I was trying to say that Howl is a basically a spread move at this point since Generation 8, so it has actually seen a little bit of VGC use as a result. But apparently it doesn't work if you have a Substitute? Even though sound moves go through Substitute? What? I'm so confused right now, like why did I not get a boost from that? I'm actually just sad more than anything, because that was the perfect setup for it. Oh well, and then Mighty Anna doesn't even get to attack as a result of that. Also, I said there was a misnomer at the start. This thing gets a speed boost, but the mask it has is the Half Flame mask, which is an attack booster. I think it would have probably been just like too powerful if it had attack raising, but even so, it's just not the right stat to change, right? But it does make it a little bit more annoying, because you basically can't outspeed this thing. Oh, this is also really cool. Poltergeist coming in, giving me 25% health back, so I have like a free Substitute here. Dazzling Gleam just does like so much though. It's kind of unbelievable, to be honest, just how much that's dealing here. Best grunt, shut up. I really don't like Carmine, I'm sorry. No, because your Pokemon are terrible for this. Stun Spore is really good though, because now I should outspeed it, because I am max invested, right? So that's really good. I'm gonna go for Rock Slide actually, because Rock Slide into Dig will get the KO here. I don't remember if you can flinch these, but if you can, that would be really helpful. Dazzling Gleam just comes in, gets the KO on Poltergeist, and I believe that is the last Pokemon that Carmine has for this fight. So, rip. But because she did paralyze it, I will... Oh no, never mind, she still has Swaddling, okay. Huh. I thought she was out, but obviously not. Anyway, we're going to dodge the next attack with Dig, so it really doesn't matter here. And as you can see, Arcanine just doesn't take much damage at all of it. Wing Attack is 4 times super effective on the Bug Grass type, but just not powerful enough to one-shot it, because it's only 60 base and it's not stab, so there's that at the very least. And Dig gets the KO here. Adequate preparation, I would say. This maybe Howl... No, Howl was really good. 50% more power here definitely was important. Like, we would have taken about 5 turns to KO there otherwise. We can't use... No, we can still use Arcanine if we needed to in the Larry stuff, because it's level 36. But we'd no longer be able to use use it to fight Carmine. But I think that's okay, because I'm expecting between, like, a couple of them, if I hold a couple of Pokemon back, and the 3 encounters that we are going to have here, I'm expecting I should have enough stuff to handle that. Hello? What's up? Well, I wanted to ask a favor. I wanted you to come to the village and bring Ogerpon as well. Are you sure about that? You gotta trust me, it'll be okay, I promise. Alright. You know, that's fair. You've clearly been up to something. Hope he knows what he's doing. Uh-huh. Well, We just gotta trust him. He had a confident look in his eye. Yeah, exactly. Probably for the first time, thanks to you. So yeah, we'll trust him. And oh my goodness, I would love to see that, but also no. Straight up, no. So yeah, we go back to town, and the cutscene stuff triggers. So walk on back, and Ogerpon's just like, I really don't want to go though, please. I mean, yeah, of course it doesn't. Don't worry, it'll be fine. What is it about, huh? I know you must be scared, but I did my best. Yep. Please put your faith in him. It's like, you know what? Okay. If it means that much to you, I will try. So, in we go. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Yeah. Bunch of chatter, Grandpa's out of two, and the kids are like, whoa, no way. Ogerpon's just like, yeah, that's the ogre. I mean, the thing is, it's like, it doesn't even look like one. Like, how can you be scared of this thing? It's actually real? It's okay. Let's trust him. He's clearly got a good plan going here. This is the true face of Ogerpon, who we've so sorely wronged. Atulon told Tails casting you as the villain. We owe you a great apology. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah, why a sudden about face? Because Kieran, despite what his grandpa would have said, Kieran has gone ahead and told everyone what actually happened. And everyone believed him at this point. I would like to say, at least in this case, it's nice because this shows what. I mean, this is many generations apart now, right? From the old way, and yeah, from now on you can come to the village whenever you want. You don't need to hide your face when you do. It's like, heck yeah! I mean, how could you hate that face? I'm sorry, I adore this thing. I'm gonna be real sad when it's like basically useless after this generation because Terastalization won't be in, right? And so it basically loses like all of its like useful gimmicks, stuff and whatnot. But you know, I mean, I guess it doesn't strictly have to Terastalize to be like usable. But man, the Terastalization does an awful lot for this thing, as we will see when we have to do that fight. So yeah, that's the main bit of it, and then the next part. What were you doing up there? You goober! What the heck was that? Yeah. Next part of the story is at level 38, however, so we will not be finishing this one just now. But we have made significant progress with this, and thanks to our relatively powerful stock of Pokemon, we may not have the highest variety, although we're kind of getting there. But we may not have the highest variety of like different stuff. There's a lot of things that are weak to the same types here. In particular, water is still a bit of a problem, but we have some very powerful Pokemon here, so I'm definitely very happy with the way this is going so far. But we could always use a little bit more, right? So let's go ahead and get our 3 encounters, the last ones we get from Kitsukami, and we will see what we can do. That is, the last ones unless you wanted to use Ogerpon, but usually that stuff is not really kosher for runs like the things like I am silly and I went in with the same user again. Just default to that sometimes. You know what's funny with the thing, actually? There's one very subtle difference between Switch and Switch 2 in terms of playing games and whatnot on here. Switch 1 maintains it remembers which user last played a game. Switch 2 defaults to the original user. So like my main profile bit here is the one that always is always like default selected. I have obviously played with the Switch One for so long that I genuinely forget that that is like even a thing at this point, and so sometimes I do just like kind of autopilot to that, you know, to just like use the previous stuff. Oh, it's weird. Communication error. Oh no. It's fine. Again, it's just sometimes it just does that with the net, and then it just have to immediately go back in, and it'll be totally fine. So, 3 surprise trades to grab here. Hopefully, we don't have too many hackmons come in with this, because especially doing 3 in such quick succession, very reasonable chance that happens. But with any luck, it won't be that bad. And our first one over here. Wigglytuff. You know what? I'm totally fine with that. I mean, obviously Clefairy would be the better option out of the two, right? But as a fairy type, that is something that we genuinely don't have right now. And, I mean, if you want to talk about move pool stuff, this thing is unbelievable as far as what moves it can learn almost every move you would ever want. So, obvious problem is that it is frail as all get out. Wow, this has been EV'd already, huh? Very strangely done, but still. Kind of neat. And yeah, obviously it has been caught as a reasonable thing. That's totally fine. I have not ever used Jigglypuff, I don't think. I have got one, however, because in Generation 6, when it got its fairy typing, there was the smallest of, like, potential niches, because it got competitive as well, right? At the same time, as you saw its ability there, there was the smallest of potential niches for it in multi-battle stuff. So I do actually have one, and I will call back to the name that it had. Nimble. Man, all of the bug types, huh? This one is also one I never got a chance to use, though, and I know this thing can be extremely powerful, because it has tinted lens, right? I think as one of its things. It's like I actually don't remember. Oh, it's a Twitch TV thingy with it, huh? Kind of funny. Yeah, I mean it's a perfectly normal one with the stuff here. So we will get one of these. But yeah, this is it's a bug dart type, and I'm pretty sure it was tinted lens because it's like unresisted first impression and whatnot. This is basically everything that Spidops wishes it was. So I could actually see me using that. I think it might be worth the look. So would be very cool, I will say. No, not all the comm errors. No, let me do the trade. I need to do the trade. It's just sometimes I don't know why. Like I do know why. Again, because of the type of internet I have to use right now, it is NAT type D. So I'm pretty sure, even though we are like on a server for Pokemon, I'm pretty sure that still has some communication question marks, and that's what ends up causing that to happen. Oh, the old classic! I know these are still basically Route 1 Pokemon, but I have not had a chance to use Mareep in generations at this point. And, oh, that is cool. I don't know, I love him. I really do. It is a bred one. I guess they hatched an egg for it for some reason. Who cares why? I certainly don't, because I finally have an electric type after we have done the water and flying stuff. But still, we have an electric type. They are still very useful to have around. And oh, this is a nice one. Good bulk on this thing as well. So lots of interesting stuff out of these ones. I think it is going to be pretty well worth keeping 1 or 2 of these behind for the Carmine fight. Now my only other question, is Wigglytuff good for the Ogerpon fight? As a backup to the 2 that I have. I think it might be, and because I don't need this typing for a little while, I think we might have found like a third Pokemon for that. I'll have to check, and I mean, I guess I could briefly do that just now because I do have Cerebi open right now. When does low kicks? When do you get low kicks? I think it's like level 24 or 25 or something, right? Yeah, 24. So Nimble not going to be very good for the fight. Dino isn't going to be very good for it either. You might have noticed I haven't like done anything with that just now because again, it's not going to be usable really until end game because Dino and Swireless are both awful and Hydreigon is level 64. So yeah, not exactly too useful there, but this, I think, could be good. Maybe I need to give it like max defense EVs or something, but I was probably going to do something similar to that anyway. With such a gigantic HP stat, you don't need investment in that, and its defenses are awful. So max out its defense maybe, and then I could teach this quite a variety of moves to deal with the potential Ogerpon stuff. Mareep is going to be really handy in general, but probably best kept back. No, low kicks can be kept back. I think this might actually come into the Kieran fight. Because, yeah, Gliscor is a bit of an issue, but we do have a couple of water and flying types that this can actually hit. So, I'm really excited to have this, I'll be honest. Never had the chance to use it in this game, and I think it's going to be pretty good. Right, with that all said, this has been Gamer Cow playing the Pokemon Violet Wonderlocke. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully the Ogerpon stuff was fun there. And we have some excellent looking encounters to set up for the next time. Till then, take care.